Hello there, beautiful Earth Angels. Alvia Rowe, founder of AngelsTeach.com, where I teach inspired souls how to use their love-based intuition so that they can be who they're here to be and do what they're here to do. And welcome to our messages for the month of March 2019. So excited to be sharing this space with you again. I love doing these monthly readings because they really, at least my intention is that they drive home two things for you. One is that we can get messages from absolutely anything and real life. You know, we don't always have oracle cards at our hand, and it's not about that anyway. You know, we're really about the experience of life and knowing how the angels are communicating to us, through us, with these seemingly everyday kinds of experiences. And the second thing is that your angels are communicating with you 24/7. So my intention is that these videos help you to open your eyes to see the kinds of things that you're attracting in your reality, the kinds of ways that the angels are showing up for you. And so with that, I do encourage you, as I'm sharing these readings, to really own what feels right for you. In other words, you know, take what I share that really hits home and you're feeling that yes in your body, mind, spirit, and then take it from there, take it further. You know, perhaps there's a deeper message that's meant really just for you. So just ask your angels to make that clear and know that you will, I always like to say, you'll know what you need to know when you need to know it. So with that, let's begin. I have 3 different objects here for you today. And so as we always do, I invite you to choose which object carries the message that you need to hear right now. Is it object number 1, number 2, or number 3? For those of you who chose object number 1, this is for you. It's my magic wand. I love this. I don't know what kind of stone that is, whether it's agate, but it's got a quartz crystal here at the end, and it's got this beautiful, I think, glass wand, and it's just a lovely, lovely piece, and feels very magical as I hold it. It feels very empowering. And the message for you, March is often thought of as Women's Empowerment Month, and this is about taking back your power. There is some influence in your life where you are not completely speaking your truth, not completely owning your power. And of course, this could be true for everyone, honestly, but the message is coming forward for you right now because it's time to take action. You know, sometimes we know that and we want to change it, but it's not really the right time. And the message is that it is the right time for you. And that this is really your opportunity to step into your power more boldly, speak your truth, do what you feel is really right and aligned in you, body, mind, and spirit, and do that as I trip over my words, unapologetically. Because honestly, you may have heard me say this before, when we do what is right for us, and by right, I don't mean right for the ego, I mean right for us as aligned in connection with source beings, we do what's right for everybody involved. And that can be a hard pill to swallow, yes, because sometimes our choices will create pain for other people, pain for ourselves, and yet it's the only way through whatever obstacle is there in the present moment. So truth really does set you free and helps you to step into your power. So for you number 1 people, wave that magic wand because you are far more powerful than you realize you are, and this is your time. Claim it. Okay, for those of you who chose number 2, this is what it's about for you. This is the I Ching card deck. So this has all 64 cards of the Chinese I Ching. And for those of you who have had some exposure to human design, you already know this. And for everyone really, the I Ching is part of human design, and it's where all the gates come into play. And for those of you who have no idea what human design is, it's an assimilation of Eastern and Western astrology, the Hindu chakra system, quantum physics, and the I Ching. And it's a really powerful paradigm that my husband and I learned probably about 15 years ago now, and it's been really profound in providing insight for how we can best use our energy and the vehicles that we were born into, so to speak. And so the I Ching just shows us some of the energy that comes in, that we carry inherently or don't inherently. So I'm going to pick one card. I wasn't sure whether I was going to be doing this just the card deck, and the message was through that, or whether it was through an individual card. And as I'm saying that and picking a card, I'm hearing both. So first off, for those of you who chose number 2, this is about tapping into ancient sacred knowledge. So it may be about the I Ching specifically, or it may be some other paradigm or something you're curious about, but it's time to go deeper into that ancient knowledge and to study it, to become the student again. Because you're about to embark on a growth spurt, is what I'm hearing. And you need knowledge in order to catalyze that. So, the specific card that's come forward here is the Gate 46. And I'm smiling because I actually pulled this card before. So I've pulled in Mr. Human Design here, my husband Peter.
Hello.
Because, first of all, he doesn't know that I pulled the same card that we pulled this morning, or I pulled this morning when we were together. It's the Gate 46, which is about
love of the body. And it is ultimately about we're spiritual beings having a physical lifetime here on planet Earth. And if we can't be in our body, then why are we here? We might as well be up there in spirit form. And I think a lot of us, for a lot of different reasons, it's a challenge. Whether it's health or what's going on in the world, it's hard. It's not easy. And part of the spiritual journey is to flip that program, is to flip that mental image and see the joy and see the beauty of the fact that we can do this like very few creatures can. And we can do all sorts of things by having opposable thumbs, or see the beauty in the bodies outside, whether it's the tree or the butterfly or the bird. And so that's how I see the Gate 46 in human design. And in terms of energy, or in terms of how you see people express it, it is about taking the enjoyment in that, whether that's being physically fit or wanting to feel and touch and love and caress. That's what the spirit of that is, and walking the walk as a human being.
I love that. So I think for you folks who chose number 2, A, what he said, and B, the other thing that was coming through as he was talking is about really loving your body no matter what you look like, no matter what ailments you may feel like you are carrying, no matter, what your physical appearance is, you are an earth angel, and our world needs you. And the way that you show up best is by loving yourself. Because if you don't, you're rejecting God, you're rejecting Source, you're rejecting your creation. And that's not wholeness, that's the opposite of wholeness. So you really are invited to do the work that you can to really fully and completely love and embrace yourself.
And if you have an attribute that you're struggling to love, whether it's, again, illness or the way you look or the way you walk, or you have some injury or whatever, if you can still go beyond and love that, then you're gonna, that's a healing. That's a huge healing. And that aspect is going to get better no matter what it is.
Right, because that's what healing is loving yourself. And then you become an example for other people too, because you show people that there is a way through love.
And to quote Whitney, it's the greatest love of all.
Right? Amen to that. And I just have to share that he was worried about wearing his hat on the video here, and it's revolution. We're creating a revolution here, people. Right?
Or sometimes it appears like this.
Evolution.
Depending on how it's positioned.
Well,
multi-dimensional.
Thank you for that, Peter.
Blessings to you all.
Okay, that was fun. So, you number 3 people. It's a piece of dead wood. We've had crazy winds here this week, and I know a lot of the country has been dealing with some pretty intense weather, and this wind was actually over a good portion of the east area and even in Midwest. Anyway, so the message for you is that there's some pattern, some belief system, something in your life that you need to clear. The beauty of strong winds, and we often think of winds like this as the winds of change, right? And they come in and they just blow out what no longer serves. And change requires that we let go of something. We can't create something new without creating the space for it and letting something go. So this is your invitation to really look at something in your life, and the actual piece of wood that I was guided to use and pick up from our driveway is one that looks like it's been around for a while. It's kind of twisty. It's kind of, it's got a lot of lichen on it. It's clearly, it was ready to be released from the tree and to go back into the earth. And so it's not about letting go in any kind of a mournful way, because this dead wood is still serving purpose, and now it's going to fertilize. When I put it back outside, it's going to fertilize the earth as it decomposes and creates dirt. So it's all part of the cycle of life, and the fact of the matter is that change is one of the only things that we can really truly always count on, right? We're always going to have change in our lives. And so there's something in your life that needs to be let go, you know? And it's interesting because this is related to the magic wand, but it's different. This is more about a belief system than it is about a particular individual or a situation. It's really about beliefs that you've been holding on to very tightly, and this is your invitation to open your mind, open your heart, and really incorporate. What I'm hearing is the knowledge that's been on the edge of your consciousness. So if there's something that you've been curious about exploring, you know, again, kind of related actually to number 2, but yet a different flavor, it's time for you to bring that into your space and to let go of old beliefs that are not in alignment with that which you're curious about. So that is actually feeling complete for the deadwood piece of things here. So that is a wrap for our video messages for the month of March. I pray that you got exactly what you needed, and excited that Peter was able to join us here today. You can learn more about his work with human design at loveyourhumandesign.com. And I encourage you also to come on over to AngelsTeach.com, where you can learn about what's happening over in our angel world. And we are actually just starting the enrollment process for our next round of the Angel Communication Masters training. So if you are interested in learning more about that, please go ahead and you can reach us at customercareangel@angelsteach.com. That's customercareangel@angelsteach.com. And I will put that in the description below this video on YouTube as well. But would love to connect with you and see if perhaps this training could be good for you, or if there's anything else that perhaps AngelsTeach could help you with. So with that, wishing you so much love, many blessings, be well, and have a beautiful month. See you next time. you.